My name is J.Y. Young. The program that you're about to see is sponsored and produced by the Fontaine First Baptist Church. This program is geared toward letting the community know of the positive things that are happening in our area. We call this program Houston Proud.
Direction of the Honorable Police Chief Lee P. Brown, the steady and continued support of the Honorable Councilwoman Eleanor Tinsley, along with private donations from the Downtown Central Business District, the Houston Police Department revived the combination of the horse and patrol officer in 1984 with the reestablishment of Mounted Patrol. The unit has continued steadfast through the administration of the Honorable Mayor Bob Lanier to present. Today, Mounted Patrol is part of the Special Operations Division under the Tactical Support Command. Since then, Mounted Patrol has established itself as an undeniable asset to the Houston Police Department and the community it serves. The unit is a valuable tool in crowd control, search and rescue, directed patrol, and public relations. Supervisors, officers, and horses of the unit all work together to provide the community with an elite, effective, and unique quality of service. The backbone of the unit is staffed with unclassified personnel, including stable managers, stable attendants, and office personnel. The Downtown Central Business District, along with the Memorial and Herman Parks, are the main focus of Mounted Patrol. Due to our increased height on a horse, a mounted officer is able to survey an area quickly and address the problem situations effectively and efficiently. Mounted officers also provide crime deterrence due to their increased visibility in public. Mounted officers are effective in the patrol capacity. However, they are most effective and efficient in crowd control situations and public relations. Statistics have proven that one mounted officer and his or her mount are as effective as 10 to 12 foot officers in crowd control situations. The unit has provided crowd control in many different and diverse situations. Some of the situations include, but are not limited to, Super Bowl 38, the Houston Rockets back-to-back championship parades, Galveston's Mardi Gras, the Republican National Convention, and the 2004 MLB All-Star Game. Mounted Patrol was an integral factor in the success of these events and will continue to be a needed asset as more large special events are scheduled in the city of Houston. Although the mounted officer may be very intimidating in crowd control situations, the general public sees him or her as very approachable. Citizens who wish to see and touch the horse stop the Mounted Patrol officer many times during his or her tour of duty. Also, members of Mounted are requested on a daily basis to provide demonstrations for schools, civic clubs, and other community and faith-based organizations. At these demonstrations, Mounted officers will explain their duties and demonstrate the effectiveness of the horse in a law enforcement capacity. The Mounted Patrol facility is open to the public, and citizens are free to visit the facility and its horses during daytime hours. There is a check-in policy for visitors and a few rules which must be followed to ensure the safety of the horses and the visitors. We welcome everyone to visit the Mounted Patrol facility at 5005 Little York. It's a free, hands-on facility located in the historic North Side.
Hello, my name is J.Y. Young. The film clip you've just seen is part of the opening ceremony of the new Houston Police Department's Mounted Patrol. I'm here today with Senior Officer Greg Sokolowski and Training Sergeant Leslie Wills. We're visiting with them today. We're going to ask them to share some things about the facility and just exactly what this operation is all about. And we're going to start with Officer Sokolowski.
How you doing?
Greg,
Yes, sir.
thank you
That's
for
great.
being with us, and thank you for allowing us to come in, and hopefully we're going to be able to share with the community what this facility is all
Sure.
about.
Sure.
If you will, share with us.
Well, it's a brand new facility. We've been in a few months now. The unit was established in 1984. And then Chief Lee P. Brown came from Atlanta and wanted horses into the downtown area. So we started with 12 horses, 12 officers and sergeants, and we have now built that into 37 horses. And I believe we now have 31 personnel here. So you can see each success that we've had since 1984, that we've built this into probably one of the world's best mounted patrol units in the world, Wakefield. And with this new facility, it certainly adds to that feeling that we are one of the best units there is in the world, just not the United States, but in the world.
Right. Thinking of the importance of this division, I've often seen in the downtown area horses, and I know there's so much involved in police officers and training the horses themselves, and we're going to now talk with Training Sergeant Leslie Wheels, and she's going to share a little bit about that aspect of the division.
Well, first, JY, I want to say thank you for being out here and allowing us to put our new facility out there to the community, and we really love being here. In the training aspect, our training aspect has changed over the years. Greg has been here from the very beginning, and he can tell you that in the beginning it was basically if you can hold on to the horse and make it through, then you're going to make it. So we have updated, and in fact I'm working on a new training manual right now. We have a 9-week basic course that an officer goes through. They do not have to have any type of training with the horses or anything like that. They don't have to have any knowledge of horses when they come over here. They interview, and to some extent we kind of like that, then we don't have to break any bad habits or anything. Basically you have to be a good police officer, you know, and so that's what we're looking for. Somebody who's willing to learn and who enjoys the horses. Our main aspect now, instead of just holding on, is to be safe. For the officers to be safe and for the horses to be safe, and then we work from there. And the training methods that we use now with the horses especially is we don't use any force, fear, or intimidation to get the horse to do what we need them to do. We build a relationship with them, and we learn how to communicate with the horse. And our training, I think, helps out people not only here with the horses, but it helps out in their life out there also, in communicating and stuff. So, and I think Greg could probably hit a little more on some of that also.
Well, the emphasis is on relationships, and you can see that as we've built the unit since 1984, I've run the gamut of how we're placed on top of the backs of the horse, expected to do not only police work, but community service work, crowd management type situations. Sure. And it's really amazing to be able to go through all those types of events using one particular animal, which is the horse. And when you start doing the community type aspect of it, you start seeing how relations between the officer and the horse is very, very important. Because it takes a lot of work. Just like the community here, it takes a lot of work to be able to interact, to be able to get that type of relationship, where we as police officers can break down that barrier and understand we can communicate very effectively with each other. And we've learned that with horses, is that once we learn to effectively communicate, relationships bloom. And that's what we want here, is to be able to have the people come in and understand that, yes, we are police officers, but we want to build that relationship. And once we do that, then all of a sudden doors swing open for a lot of opportunities, not only for us as police officers, not only for the police department, but for the community itself. And that's the attraction that these horses give us. It's very rewarding to understand that typically people wouldn't approach